This week on Weekly News Recap.
Kuna watu genuinely wanataka mabadiliko.
Kujeni na mkokoteni zenyu, kujeni na wheelbarrow.
From political shifts.
What is a popular government and what is a populist government?
The issue is governance and integrity.
To groundbreaking discoveries, uncovering the stories that shape our world.
Mambo haiko fiti.
Hii serikali haitupeleki vizuri hata kidogo.
Join us every Friday for a comprehensive look at the news that matters.
Hospitali imejaa kwa sababu services ziko.
News Recap, your essential source for informed perspectives.
Good afternoon and welcome to TAS TV, your trusted source for the latest news update, stories shaping and beyond. I'm David Munene.
And I'm Joseph Muceeri.
On to our first story. A new borehole project in Kajiado East will provide clean water to Chief Munene School in the surrounding community. Easing long-standing shortages, the school will provide benefit and sanitation condition. The wider community gain water access and long-term health. Joseph Muceeri has more.
Senior Chief Munene School is among the institutions whose surrounding community is expected to gain significantly from a newly planned borehole project in Kajiado East. The initiative aims to improve access to clean and reliable water for both learning activities and daily household use.
I'm happy today to have launched our borehole drilling project, which is part of our sustainability strategy for our school feeding program. We've been feeding children in Kajiado since 2022, where we've had quite commendable results in terms of enrollment, retaining learners in school, and improved learning outcome. We are very much aware that we won't be here forever, and therefore, as part of a strategy to ensure that schools and communities are able to feed themselves, we started the Wezesha project, where we are training schools and communities on smart agriculture and generally the economic empowerment program to ensure that they are able to feed their children without only relying on Laitapoho.
The borehole project is designed to address persistent water shortages that affected the area for years. By providing a sustainable water source, the project will ease the burden on residents who can't travel long distances in search of water.
As part of this project, what we've done today is added a borehole because this community, as an ASAL region, really suffers from lack of water. So today we've been joined by the governor of Kajiado to do a groundbreaking for the community on a new borehole that will serve both the students in this community as well as the community at large. One of our goals with the Kitchen Gardens is to incorporate the students through the 4K clubs so that not only are they learning on site with their hands how to do kitchen gardening, but also so they can bring it home and replicate it throughout the community with their families. We've designed a kitchen garden program that can be well maintained with very little resources within homes to help empower this community to feed themselves.
Students and staff in Senior Chief Munene School are anticipated to benefit directly through improved sanitation and a more conducive learning environment. Adequate water supply will also supply hygiene practices and overall health within the school.
Most of the time we used to get water from water bozzers, which is very expensive, and the learners had a problem for watering their plants, trees, and even making the environment clean.
Beyond the school, the wider community in Kajiado East stands to experience positive change as the borehole enhances water availability. This development is expected to support livelihoods, strengthen community resilience, and contribute to long-term social and economic growth. Reporting for TAS TV, Thika, Kiambu County, my name is Joseph Muceeri.
The Ministry of Health plans to set up a specialized anti-fraud police unit to crack down on fake clinics and unlicensed practitioners following a patient's death from a quick dentist in Kawangware. The unit will work with Kenya Medical Practitioners Council to enforce standards and close illegal facilities. The ministry also aims to digitize healthcare with a central database of all licensed doctors, dentists, and pharmacists to track and act against unlawful operators. Munene.
The Ministry of Health has announced plans to form a specialized anti-fraud police unit aimed at curbing the rising number of fake clinics and unlicensed medical practitioners operating across the country.
You are a quack doctor or a healthcare practitioner who is not licensed, who has not gone to school, like the one that we found who mishandled our patient. I am telling them, they better look for another place where they can do quack business. In the healthcare system, it's going to work.
Comes 2 weeks after a patient died following complications from a botched tooth extraction, allegedly carried out by a quick dentist in Kawangware.
Now, as a ministry, we introduced something called the scope of practice. The moment I launch the scope of practice, then every health practitioner in our country can only treat a patient based on what he has learned in college and his scope of practice.
Health Secretary Aden Duale says the nationwide crackdown will target untrained and unlicensed individuals offering illegal health services. Reporting for TAS TV, my name is
Duncan's wife says a man only identified as Festus was mentioned as the main recruiter who coordinated their movement from Kenya.
Niliuliza Festus kama ameona Dan. Jibu yenye alinijibu ati hajawahi wasikia tangu waende. Hajawahi wasikia.
Namna kujua pale hako ni ngumu. So namna kuinvestigate kitu ambaye naweza kufanya nimeshindwa. Unless serikali aingie ajue pale anaweza kupatikana alafu aeleze what's happening at home.
Adding to the pain, Duncan never got the chance to be informed about his mother's death, the family hoping and praying and waited for a call that never came. The big question remains, who is in charge of this network, allegedly recruiting Kenyans illegally and sending them to foreign wars, and how many more families are suffering in silence? Reporting for TAS TV, Thika, Kiambu County, my name is Mombi Masharia.
On to another story, the Ministry of Education.
Just wondering how many of the parents can afford. No wonder you're seeing we are still having almost 700,000 of these students.
The ministry has assured parents and learners of a smooth nationwide transition to grade 10.
Was doling out the CBC probably was making the private sector in education to thrive more than the public sector. There you charge as much as, because the regulation is fairly open, they charge as much as what they need. And they get it because the parents who go there are middle-class parents. And they say they want it for their children. So they were more prepared. Even the teachers, as we are speaking, when we are asking about some of the critical learning areas which make CBC to be more appealing, those private schools. If you are extending a journey and you don't know that my leg is broken wherever I am, how will I take the journey? I'm unable to walk. Even if you extend it by 100 years, I'm still unable to walk.
Reporting for TAS TV, I'm Joanne Wamboi.
Now, President Ruto launched the Nota Fund for the youth from Nairobi, Kajiado, and Kiambu, emphasizing its roles in supporting entrepreneurship, creating jobs, and boosting small businesses as part of his bottom-up economy agenda. Isaac has more.
President William Ruto presided over the issuance of the Nota Fund to youth in Nairobi, with beneficiaries drawn from Nairobi, Kajiado, and Kiambu.
Sasa mimi kwanza nataka niseme asanteni sana leo tumefika hapa, na mimi nataka niwaeleze young people, program hii tulidesign na tulisema ya kwamba hii ni program ya vijana kati ya umri ya miaka 29 na kukuja chini mpaka 19 years. Nyinyi mnanielewa? So this is a program designed.
Speaking during the event, the president reaffirmed his administration commitment to the bottom-up economy agenda, saying access to capital for young entrepreneurs is key to transforming the economy from the grassroots.
Sio lazima umjue mbunge ama governor ama chief ama mtu yeyote. Hii program ikuwe transparent, hii program ikuwe accountable, tuwachane na brokers, tuwachane na watu wa hapo katikati. We said this program must be transparent. This program must not be subject to patronage. Sio lazima ujulikane. Na mimi nataka niulize wangwana wa Kiambu na wale wa Nairobi na wale wa Kajiado.
President Ruto said Nyota Fund is meant to empower youth, create jobs, and grow small business, adding that his government will continue rolling out similar programs across the country to ensure inclusive development. Reporting for TAS TV, my name is Isaac Timayo.
We are now taking a commercial break. I'll be back with more information. Stay tuned.